It's a beautiful Sunday morning and we are here at the Evansville Horror Convention. Most people would be at church, perhaps having a nice breakfast with their families. But me and all these other freaks are here to celebrate the wonders of horror. Let's check it out. Here we have some creepy dolls. My eyes are caught to this one, Lieutenant Dan in wheelchair. Can you tell me about where that name came from?
Well, he's Lieutenant Dan. He don't got no legs.
Yeah.
And these three are all weighted, so when you pick them up, it's like holding a baby.
Oh wow. Yeah, if I ever have a child, this is the face I want my baby to look at me like while I hold him. Do you have a favorite of these dolls?
Me personally?
Yeah.
I don't know. I usually have Lieutenant Dan when I'm not at one of these. He sits on my dresser in my bedroom.
Yeah.
And my youngest drives him around the hallway.
Did baby Lieutenant Dan also lose his legs in the Vietnam War?
For all I know, he's 100 years old, so...
Oh my gosh. He's seen some things. So I realized I wasn't exactly dressed for the occasion at the Evansville Horror Convention, so I decided to buy the scariest shirt I could find from one of the local vendors. You see, here at Not Too Late, we are very against recreational drug use, and a mom that smokes dope is one of the scariest things I can possibly imagine. Therefore, I bought this shirt because of how scary it is. Stay safe out there, kids. Alright, we're here. Can you just explain who you're dressed up as?
I'm Art the Clown from the Terrifier series. Really great horror movie series. I genuinely think it's like a really good horror movie franchise with like comedy, horror, and just gore all around.
Do you have a greatest fear or something?
Snakes.
Snakes?
Snakes. Just terrified of snakes.
My greatest fear is the political state of the United States, am I right? So can you talk a little bit about what this booth is about, the weapons and the katanas?
Yeah, sure. Cody's 3D Emporium. I do a mixture of 3D printing plus foam craft. I've got a laser cutter I use to cut out all my blades.
If I were in a situation like a train robbery where I was a passenger on a train and the train robber boarded the train and tried to take my money, how effective would one of these weapons be in thwarting the train robber?
So it took me a few months of testing out and getting the formula down right for these swords for me to guarantee the blade for life. And in that process, my son and his friends and my daughter and her friends, I would just toss them all a bunch of swords and say go wild. And inevitably they would always end up turning on me, and I would end up just covered head to toe in bruises. So
okay, that's pretty good.
You might be able to deter them for a few minutes.
Yeah. You know, I ride a lot of trains, a lot of train robberies.
Happens all the time.
Very big issue in Arkansas. So we're here with producer Burke, dressed as Wario. Can you talk? Why are you dressed as Wario? Why did you come to the horror convention dressed as Wario?
I mean, it's horror. You're supposed to dress up at conventions. I just dressed up as the scariest guy I could think of.
The scariest guy you can think of is Wario from Mario.
Yeah.
Okay. Because he dressed in such a stupid way, I'm gonna hit him with one of these 3D printed swords. Okay. How do you feel?
Mortal peril is what I'm in right now.
So I give this sword thumbs up. Alright, so I'm here with, I believe, the real Jason Voorhees, a horror icon. Now, Jason famously doesn't talk, so I'll just ask you yes or no questions. Okay, are you enjoying the convention? Awesome. When you see me, do you feel a deep rage that makes you want to kill me? Okay, yeah. Now, I noticed that you kind of did a strangling motion. If you were to kill me, would you do it more in a strangle way instead of with the machete? Okay, the machete? Yeah, okay, I get that. Yeah, it's not just you. Most women I've ever talked to in my life have had the same instinct. Can you talk to us a little bit about the masks and just what the booth's all about?
Yeah, these are hand-painted masks. I paint them all up myself.
Do you have a mask that fits my vibe for, say, if I was going to rob a train and I wanted people to not know who I was, a good mask that you think would fit my face?
Any of them, as long as they ain't got my name on the inside of it, because I do sign them all.
Yeah. Well, I don't plan on getting caught or anything.
Sure. We're gonna edit that part out.
I'm dressed up as Theo. He is one of my main personas. I got him through a trade as well, but he grew into me, so I'm wearing him. He's really fun, and he's got feet.
Nice. I love feet.
Look.
Those are some nice ones. Yeah. And do you guys have any favorite horror movies?
The Thing.
Oh, that's my favorite horror movie. Yeah.
I really like the Farm. Yeah.
Oh, what's yours?
The Farm.
Oh, gotcha. I'm not familiar with that. What's that?
Okay, I'll try to explain it as best as I can. It's these two couples, this men and women, they're a couple, and they get stranded out somewhere, and so they drive to this gas station. And whenever they wake up, they're actually in cages, and the other people, they wear animal masks. As the couple are running away, the guy gets stuck in a bear trap and he falls to the ground, and then a guy with the cow mask kills him with a rock. It cuts to the end, and they're both cooked in autopilot.
That sounds like something that happened to a buddy of mine. All right, so I'm here with Tyler Main.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Star of many great horror films and non-horror films. Sabretooth in the X-Men. In X-Men, you are Michael Myers in Rob Zombie's Halloween films.
Yes.
I guess I'm curious. Do you have a favorite horror movie yourself? Since we're at the Evansville Horror Con.
Favorite horror movie, Jaws.
That's a good one.
And The Shining.
Another good one. Did you have a fear of sharks as a kid because you saw Jaws or anything?
I wouldn't go in the bathtub for 2 weeks, you know, and everybody goes, oh, let's go on a cruise. Hell no, you know. I've seen the Titanic, I've seen Jaws, I'm not going into a cruise ship. Forget about it, okay?
Yeah.
I guess that's my fear.
When you went in the bathtub, were you afraid of sinking on a ship like the Titanic?
Who knows? I was a little kid, man. It was just something that I was like, ah!
Besides going in the water, do you have a greatest fear or anything?
Man, wow. I guess I don't like spiders too much. So
my greatest fear is train robberies. I've been involved in several.
Train robberies?
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah, as both a robber and the robbed.
As a robber and the robbed?
Yeah, I've been the victim and the perpetrator of many train robberies.
How the hell does that happen?
Arkansas is a crazy state. Well, that was the Evansville Horror Con. Did I conquer my fear of Evansville? No. No, I didn't.